Hello, hello, my lovely Capricorns. This is going to be your short and sweet message for the first half of September. Let's see what comes through for my Capricorns for the first half of September. If you guys want a personal reading, you can hit me up. The information's in the description box. Let's go. Babies, heartache and loss. What's going on? There's emotional pain, mental conflict, and financial and material changes on the horizon for you, Capricorns. Number synchronicity 525. This is saying that there is some kind of change happening in your life right now, but with the number 2 in the middle, that is having faith and trusting that whatever this change is for your highest and greatest good. Let's look into this emotional loss, Capricorns, for the first half of September. Emotional loss. All right, so some kind of truth here, accepting a truth about this change. So the change that's happening is looking like a big one because the world is here. When the world comes out, that's the closing out of a karmic cycle. So you could be closing out a karmic cycle right now. Some kind of truth could have been exposed with this Libra energy of the Justice card here, but it's here to bring balance, right? Balancing the scales so that you can actually complete this cycle, take the karmic lessons that you've learned from it, and advance into the changes necessary to have a more abundant and authentic life. With mental conflict for Capricorn, what's this? What is mental conflict? All right, so overthinking right now, okay? So there's a lot of overthinking happening here. There's some element with the Hermit and the Four of Swords coming out. This is, you're in your head a lot, right? And sometimes we can be our own worst enemies. And what we're telling ourselves in our internal dialogue can complicate the situation, right? So be sure that you're preparing your thoughts for victory, okay, and not for more sorrow. So if we're going through drastic changes, sometimes, especially if we're not wanting to adapt to the change or accept the change, we can fight it. And that's probably not productive if you're going against the change in your mind, because it all is mind. So learning to accept the change and just flowing with it is going to probably be easier for you, Capricorn, going into this first half of September. That's how we heal. We accept a situation for what it is, and we take what we can, and we glean the lesson from whatever cycle you're closing, and we go forward and we say, okay, I'm going to make this next level my bitch. That karmic cycle's behind me. Bring on the next. Bring on the next lesson. Bring on the next whatever it is, right? So financial and material changes for Capricorn. What is this? All right, so this could have to do with having to go over some options here with the Seven of Cups, going over the options that were brought about by this change. A lot of movement here, so somebody could actually physically be looking into moving. Could be about employment here, switching careers with this Eight of Coin, but there's an element here about working through some confusion regarding this change so that action can be taken. There's 2 action cards here. So with that, Capricorn, I say sometimes we have to just pull ourselves out of the equation and just go into autopilot and say, okay, it is what it is. This change is necessary. I trust that everything that's happening is for my highest good. I'm not going to overthink it. I'm not going to live in this emotion and this loss. I'm going to just go forward and do what I got to do to make preparations with this Nine of Wands energy to have my wish fulfillment in the future, right? So don't beat yourself up too bad. Love yourself through whatever these changes are, and have faith and trust that there is going to be happiness when the dust settles, and you're going to have balance restored and harmony restored here in the future after kind of the aftershock of whatever karmic cycle this is comes to a close. And it looks like there's some difficult energy here, Capricorn, but you know, you guys could do it. You guys are tough. So I'll be back in another couple weeks with your second half of September check-in. Until then, I wish you good luck.